Hey guys, DeathClock Dave here. Welcome to another Wednesday night live stream battle report recap. This evening we had Corey Doyle playing Retribution versus Bryce Wilkins playing Menoth. And guys, if you're enjoying the content we're creating, please be sure to hit like on that video and subscribe to the channel and follow us on Facebook. So Corey, what was your pairing this evening?
Ossyan in Legions of something, Legions of Dawn, and Ishira in the Mage Hunter theme.
All right, and Bryce, what was your pairing?
Harvey in Faithful Masses and Krios 2 in Exemplar Indirect.
All right, and Corey, what did you choose to play this
I played
evening?
Ossyan.
All right, and Bryce?
Harvey.
And why did you guys choose what you did?
Because that's what I wanted to play.
It. Okay, cool. So we had scenario 4, which is Breakdown. Menoth won the role to go first, and you chose to go first, Bryce. Any particular reason?
The last couple games that I played, I've gone second. I just get jammed out of the zones right away, and Harvey doesn't want to keep. I want to get into a safe place right away, and she does move.
Yep, makes sense. And Corey, what are your theme benefits?
2 extra instances of deployment, and Jack Marshall Jacks get flank.
Okay.
Friendly faction, Dawnguard model.
Okay. All right, and Bryce, what were your theme benefits there?
I get my Jacks get +2/+2 damage when anything dies within 5 inches of them, and I get place a wall within 20 inches of my board edge with outside of 3 inches from any obstruction and other things.
Okay, perfect. So we had scenario 4, which is Breakdown, also known as Barbell or Dumbbell. We have a central rectangular zone, which can be controlled by Warjacks, Warcasters, Warlocks, Warbeasts, and 2 circular zones on either end of the central zone, which can be controlled by units and Warcaster, units or Warcaster or Warlock. So, all right, guys, go ahead and you can tell us how you're about how you're setting up, and we'll go from there.
Well, it's me setting up. There's one spot there where the rectangle and the circle is behind that building, and I was going for it, and she was going to sit there for the rest of the game. And then I just make a brick around her. The water in the middle kind of screwed me up a little bit, but I just had fast models move last. Trying to put a unit of zealots in both sides, in both zones, and then paladins with both. I really didn't think I was just going to try and contest the middle zone and not really deal with it. My Crusaders were going to go up there and try and distract.
Draw fire.
And the pile of tokens behind is because of the different activations of all my stuff.
All right, so I set up the red model is Ossyan. I can't remember what they're called. Jacks are actually pretending to be harpies. And then I've got the bottom unit is Sentinels and Victors in the middle, and then I set up Sentinels in the top with the Jack Marshall Jack. And the solo that gives me Tactician is up top of the board with his Jack Marshall Jack, and then I put Eris in play. On the board we've got on the bottom of the left of the zone, we've got a forest. To the right hand side of the bottom zone it's a hill. Connecting both the center and middles, or the center and bottom zone is a nice house. On the left of the map we got a set of water, and then it's a trench in front of the water. The theme benefit wall is in the top zone. In front of me is the actual board wall, which is why I picked my side. And then in the top zone is a forest. And then in front of me on the right-hand side of the top of the map is a small chunk of obstruction. So guided cover, and rough terrain.
This is my advanced point. I put in Kicky Monks. They are going to sit in the zones and be a pain.
And Def 18 is really good. Def 20 if you get into awe and I'm living. And then Martyrdom to force me to have to make tough decisions. Not a fan of monks. Not a fan at all of monks.
Just explaining. Yeah, so I had 2 units of zealots, a paladin boat, which is 2 regular paladins, Vilman, and 2 of the paladin dragoons. And then 3 crusaders, a devout, a hierophant, 2 kicking monks, and a rack. I think that's all that I had in this list. Oh, and the book.
That's the important part. We wish each other good luck.
This is also I'm playing in CID, so it gives Harvey 12 inches of her command, and then 4 extra Warjack Points. So I just put the kicky monks into the zones and sacrifice attack so that they never get hit, unless you have to boost a bunch. Harvey just runs forwards. I'm trying to get to that building as fast as possible because once she's there, she's pretty hard. I think she goes to I think we worked out Def 18.
20 if you're in awe. Rocking a shield guard at all times. Immune to spells.
Yeah, my Devout doesn't quite get there, but I don't have to worry about spells too much. But Vilman does get up there, so now she's immune to blast damage because of the Paladins. And then everything just dirtles forwards. I'll try to get up the board as fast as possible because I control like 2/3 of the map, which is kind of good. I think.
Being able to feat and control almost both zones, and I'm running a bunch of dudes, so I have to basically give you a jack to contest.
I think this is a pretty good spot. I should have brought my zealots on the top where they are now down more, but they did quite a bit of work up there. So I'm just gonna try and feed some guys. I don't know if I did a good job. This is the second turn. I just move everything up, base to base certain models because they get girded, so they're immune to blast. So I'm protecting the UA for the zealots, and then the UA from the zealots on the bottom because there's actually a paladin down there too. And then I move 2 jacks up because I wanted to either swing them to the middle or swing them up, maybe. To help out. The book just keeps moving up and saying no knockdown because no knockdown is hilarious.
So I have a horrible turn here. It's I have a good range gun on the Invictors. If I mini feat, gives me snipe. So at this point I can mini feat and start shooting stuff potentially. Harvey's actually just outside of where I could potentially kill her, and then I'm measuring for Vilman right now because I thought maybe if I just throw a few guys forward with Quick and I could just kill Vilman before the game starts. But then I remember Martyrdom's going to probably keep Vilman alive. He's got a shield guard. I think I just trade too much to try and kill like a single dude and put 3 points of damage on his caster. So instead I opt to remember the Zealot mini feat is you bring back models died in the previous turn. I thought I'll stay out of threats, which by the way your threats are amazing.
Yeah, 12 and
the Righteous Vengeance makes it even better.
Oh, it's more than that. It's 16.
This is what we're discovering. It's more than what I initially thought, hence adding the extra 2 inch.
What is that? Speed 8, 3 for the charge, 3 for Vengeance if you killed something there.
2 for Crusader's Call.
2 for Crusader's Call plus a 2-inch reach. So 18.
I basically don't go in the zones. So this is where I screw up. I cast my spells and I put Admiral on a model that can't get Admiral. It's the Jack Marshal Jack. That comes back to, I don't know, it didn't work out too badly, but still, nice to learn the rules. Thank you, Dave, for pointing it out.
I don't think that would have mattered.
Effectively, I waste a bunch of clock and make 0 attacks this turn. I have Eris, who I believe is the one moving right now.
Kills one guy.
And she ghost shots, kills one guy, and just procs a ton of Vengeance. Because,
2
why not?
Paladins proc Vengeance. I think.
And the Paladin Cav is the only one that mattered, though. He's the only one actually able to get into the fight.
Yeah. I don't know if I... Yeah. Spoilers.
So everything else just sort of runs up. I spoiled it when I mentioned Admiral.
Yeah, I guess.
My Victors just surround my caster. So my plan is mid-game to feed. I know he's going to feed and lock me out of zones. But I have the Harpies. I'm going to plan to just sort of take that POW 12, which I misread. It's a 14. Her feat's amazing. So the Harpies are going to just have to eat that to potentially contest. And I'm going to flank out really hard. So he's not going to be able to lock down everything. My hope is to just take the top zone on turn 2 and score a point and go up 2-1. I instead move way too... my first big mistake of the game. I moved way too timidly. I think I need to be more aggressive on the top. But the Zealots actually terrify me a little bit. The bottom unit just runs. My intent is to hopefully proc Vengeance by losing a single dude, and then I'll swap Quick into him.
It's my turn. I'm going to move. Harvey is going to sit behind that building and pretty much stay there. This is me proccing all the Vengeance. I don't know if this was a good idea, honestly. I tied up quite a bit. I guess. But that paladin at the top of the screen is going to try and kill that other guy. He does quite a bit of damage.
If it wasn't Jack Marshall, you cripple it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Vengeance, they kind of fan out. That other paladin got to move. That's all I used it for. Oh, I double-checked if I was within 20 of my jacks.
Yeah,
just
nice
to make sure.
You got to make sure you're in that control.
Yeah, control, so they power up. This is where we figure out that they're movement 6 on the Zealots and range 6. But a measly Rat 5. I don't know. I don't think I could hit anything with them, really, most of the time.
Oh, and my armors are really good. So
your armor's really good. I mean, I think I picked off one with the top part.
I am Def 14. This is where we realized Admiral was wrong, so I've switched it onto the Jack from my battle group.
Oh, yes. This is me 6, and he's going to throw at the shooting guy. I think that's what you're shooting. Okay.
Yeah, we discussed rats and defenses.
This is me kind of blocking that lane. I want nobody to see the other unit. The rest of the unit, anyways, because they're calf. They're just going to stay there and jam as long as they can. Well, I think I kill the shooty guy, but the blast damage can't do anything.
I
throw a bunch.
You throw a bunch of bombs. I'm pretty sure you kill one.
I know I killed the little guy.
Yep, you missed with your first, or failed to do damage, and then your second shot hits and kills.
And then blast damage pretty much didn't do anything, and just rolling it because rolling it. 9 hits.
Yep.
I think this is where I kill one model. Oh yeah, I kill one model and then I do a bunch of damage. Almost do a bunch of damage to the other.
I think you do like 1 point of damage to the Jack too.
Yeah, which is 17. It's dice minus 11 or something.
Yep.
9.
Dice minus 9.
Dice minus 9.
That's where you shoot the
again. The front. I kill them with.
You shoot the guys in the front.
The other two sit there and kill them.
Which is fine. They were there to proc vengeance.
Yeah. Then we move down to the Crusaders.
I just keep forgetting to make it the UAU proc vengeance.
Oh, I move a paladin up towards so that the UA and the guys are immune to blast damage. Which, thinking about the Zealots, because they come back on themselves quite a bit, would be a paladin in the middle would be very good. Oh, this is where I take the paladin and almost kill his Jack because he's house 16.
Pretty sure you do like 10 points of damage or 11.
11 points? Yeah, I think it was 11 points because he's house 16, causes fire. I was just out of impact range.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
And then, no way. Oh, I got to hit with my shield too.
Yep. You missed with your shield.
But I missed. I didn't do any damage.
Yeah, that's correct. You do not break damage.
This is POW 12, a shield that you could actually attack with. I don't know if there's any other model with that.
Oh, you might have done 3 with the shield.
Oh, yeah.
You did 8 with the main attack.
This is just me. I noticed he's got a lot of shooting, and I'm just using Crusaders to be annoying, really. They're taking the shots, because where Harvey's going to go. That's what I'm hoping. Yes. I think this is where Harvey moves up.
Yep.
What do I do?
I think you run the paladin down first, but there's a lot of
just running around, positioning. I kill that one guy.
We also spent a lot of time discussing rules.
Yeah.
Because again, this is second game for you playing this list and a second game for me playing Ossyan.
So yeah, I just moved these guys up. I'm gonna kill that guy on the hill, which is hilarious.
Because my Def 14 is not good enough versus your Rat 5.
Yeah. Just out. I think I try and scatter onto him. I think 3 inches goes forward. That one misses.
That misses. You were outside of range, and I mistakenly thought that the 10 had hit me.
But then the next.
Then I knocked myself down and realized I cheated. I'm a horrible
and then
player.
This one misses, and then the third one is within, and I think this one hits. Yeah, that one hits.
Yep.
And this POW 14, if you
you fervor for damage,
because I don't have to worry about spells or fire, so they just keep saying fervor. Kicking Monk goes in the forest because Def 20 in the forest is pretty hilarious. And then I flank over. I'm trying to give him. I think I should have. You won't see this, but the bottom monk will.
Gravis, who's pretending to be a paladin.
Yeah, he's pretending to be a paladin. He'll run down to the bottom of the screen. I think I should have brought him in closer.
Yeah, I think you need to stay in martyrdom.
Martyrdom, yeah. I had enough speed. This is my wall of Harby.
You also could have kept him in your feet and used him to counterattack, which is what I thought you were going to do. When you feed it here, I thought I was in a lot of trouble.
And then I feed here.
Yeah.
I pretty much cover right to the end of both zones.
Yep.
This is where...
I think I can get the corner of the rectangular zone, but I can't touch any of the circle.
Yeah, I should have brought that...
You also purified, so all my spells went away?
No spells. Because it's hilarious when you say purify and...
I have 3 upkeeps in play?
Everything within 20 inches goes away. Yeah, and I just make... In the middle, I just bunker up.
So I proc Vengeance. I'm going to try and kill the dude on the horse before I have to activate my Invictors and my Jack. Or, sorry, my Sentinels and my Jack. So I start by doing those Vengeances. I want to say I dismount you.
I think you dismount, you move for 3, and then you have to charge to kill my guy.
Yep, no, it's... spoiler alert. So I dismount you. The Jack might have done it, which is... So the Jack also gets Righteous Vengeance as a drive from the Jack Marshal. So I'm pretty sure it was the Jack's Righteous Vengeance that dismounts you. And then the unit on the bottom, my intent there is to hopefully contest the zone. But I'm probably going to have to give... My mindset at this point is I'm going to have to give up a Harpy, but I need to kill the Paladin, or the Paladins are just absolutely brutal when they charge. Like, I lose 3 or 4 models if you are allowed impacts.
Yep.
So I proxy it here to make sure I'm going to stay outside of your feet. Which thankfully isn't 20 anymore, it's only 12.
20, you wouldn't be able to move anything.
Oh my god, it was horrible.
Or reach the top zone.
Yeah, 20. Mark 2, the feat was amazing. So we figured I can get 3 charge attacks on your Paladin on the horse.
Yeah.
I'm still in command for quick, and I actually behind the silver, above the silver Harbinger, I've actually got a guy in command that's within 6 and in line of sight of my caster, so I'm able to cast quicken. So I dirtle and think a lot, because again, I don't want to commit too much. I'm deciding whether it's feat turn, which it probably is. So I allocate 1 to every one of my Jacks. My concern here is I don't think I'm going to clear the top zone, and I don't know if I'm going to put enough in the middle zone and the bottom zone to actually score them, or not score, but be able to hold on to them. So I need a good feat. My feat, Ossyan shoots. Have I feated yet? Oh, I charged with the Jack Marshal,
yes,
and remove your Paladin off the horse, freeing up my Harpy. Then I walk over, power up, and repo 3, and I do that with 2 of the mechanics. The third one being outside of range.
Are those solos?
Yeah. Yeah, they are solos, and it's a 3-inch ability, which is nice. So like you don't have to get right to the Jack.
Yeah.
The third one just powers up the Jack in front of him. I then boost a shot at the Kicky Monk. I take my +2 for aiming, and I take my +2 for the Jack Marshal bonus. So I hit the Kicky Monk, and I kill. You tough, which is the best part of Kicky Monks. I then Thunderbolt push you. I then boost and shoot a second time, which hits, and I manage to break armor again, and then you fail your tough, and are not able to martyrdom.
That's the problem with Harby. I can only protect 1 unless I'm right in the middle, but I don't want to be right in the middle, because...
Yeah, if you're right in the middle of that trench, you're probably in a lot more trouble behind the wall.
Another book will be there.
I can shoot you with everything. Right now, my line of sight is limited. My Harpies can't shoot you. I could also Thunderbolt push you.
This is why I put the book right behind her.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure this is where I'm just doing the odds on actually killing anything with my feet, because Ossyan's feet last game I played, I forgot to actually roll the extra dice and damage. Which
quite a bit,
which is amazing. So I feed Ossyan measures to see what I need to camp. So my fear here is that Harby can actually get to me and assassinate me, which feels weird. So she's actually close enough to get a PAL 14 on me.
2 PAL 14s boosted.
So I decide not to boost the shot, but I do lower the defense by 2 with this shot and his speed. I then activate...
I think you hit me with the top. You start off with...
I hit the Grey Jack.
Yeah, I think you're doing...
Oh, I do my charges.
You do your charges on top.
Yeah, so luckily I also put Quicken on the bottom unit.
Yeah.
So Quicken's casting them. I charge. I hope to kill a few of these Zealots because they're a huge pain in my side. I just keep
4.
I just keep forgetting that Like, they're literally just the most amazing models of the fact they're garbage.
11 points or 15 points, 14 points.
14 points with the UA?
Yeah. Or 15
and
points.
then you kept the UA far enough, I'm not going to get them, and you got a Paladin for Shield Guard. So I tow the zone with the...
Paladins. There's no Shield Guard regular Paladins.
See, that was my mistake. I keep forgetting the...
That's right.
So, Harpy fires up, takes his first shot, you're -2 defense. I then push you out of the trench, which is good for me. I roll pretty decent damage. You're in 12 again, so I shoot you a second time.
You really screwed that Crusader up.
Oh, my first 2 shots are good.
Yeah.
Roll 4 decent damage. I think I rolled 5, 5, 6 on one of my shots. Like, it was...
The first Crusader just gets a beating.
So I'm measuring for Invictors. My fear here is actually I'm going to actually push the Jacks outside of my range for the Invictors and be in the feed, so I'm sort of stressing. So the Invictors actually don't get a ton of movement. I think half of them sat to aim. I only moved a few.
I think there's 2 or 3 in the back that you had to move just to get in range. But.
So I do 2-man combines. And then
first Crusader's gone.
Yep. Yeah, I took 2 Harpies in like the first combined shot.
Yeah.
I had some pretty good luck to start my game. It comes back though. So the Avengers, when you combine them by 2 mana, they also get the reroll the hit, which is nice. So I'm putting a bunch of Pop 14s in your Jacks. Dice off 5 boosted. So I'm averaging on these rolls. I average about 5 per roll, which is nice.
I think the one you're shooting, I think you take out both arms, and then he sits around for like 2 turns, taking 1 or 2 damages, which is
Yep. So this is the hard part. This is where I'm stuck, because if I shoot and you push it back, I think you were just inside 12 of this Harpy.
Yeah.
So like if I shoot and push you back, and don't take the feet damage, then
I do a bunch of damage.
Dice off 3, so you do 7, which was super painful. I think you left 2 boxes and you cripple his gun.
Yeah.
So I shoot again. Thunderbolt's not optional, so I have to do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have moved at all. And I'm pretty sure this one leaves you on just a couple boxes. So I opt instead, now that you're crippled, to go for the other Jack.
I think he takes about 14 as well. I think within 12, you take about 14.
Yeah, they both take both my Jacks took about 14s. So now, I opt not to do the attack yet. And so you can't really see it on the screen. I need to contest the zone. So I run the flag bearer, who's got no attacks, to just outside of control, but just so I can still touch the zone if I base her. I charge the unit and I leave 1 model. I leave the leader, who's the UA.
I kill the first one that comes in. I kill one.
I never put anyone in the zone.
Leader.
Never did anyone else.
Oh, I thought you had to do the
leader. So I run the leader and I base, and I mini feed, putting me in armor 20, and I managed to live on 3 boxes or 4 boxes. So it needs an 11 to kill me.
This is where you're trying to kill.
I charged Webmasters into your Paladin, and I think I left you on like 3 boxes. I charged 3 in.
One
left. So I charged 3 in, and I do mediocre damage. Now I activated that before the Harpy, because if my UA had died, the Harpy would have entered the zone. But I definitely wanted the Harpy to do some shooting damage.
It goes into the water a little bit.
Yep.
They just keep pretty much.
And then you're also at 12. So instead, I try to shoot a Zealot. And I think I actually missed the Zealot.
Did you try to shoot a Zealot, or did you try to
Yeah, I shot that Zealot there and I missed.
Oh, yeah.
Ariston walks up, stops outside of feet because she doesn't want to die, and then shoots.
Disrupts
the close Crusader, because this is the only one that can really get back into the fight. So I do a POW 10, which I forget to actually roll my feet damage on.
Oh yeah, I never even thought that.
She's a merc. Yeah. I don't think she's friendly faction, right?
A lot of vengeances. Just kind of moving around. Looking to try and score a point. I know I'm going to score 1 in the bottom, or try to. We did some janky thing, and I didn't get a full charge off with the Paladin on the horse on the bottom, but he ended up getting it in, and then he can use his lance rule. He doesn't have to actually move 3 inches. So POW 16.
That was actually a neat thing to figure out, was you can declare a charge, and then you automatically get the 2-inch reach.
Yeah.
You don't have to successfully make the charge, but you've declared a charge and it counts as a charge.
He doesn't get much over. I kill 1 other guy with a shield.
Yep.
So I'm just kind of seeing how I can clear the bottom. And I think I try and clear this. Yeah,
you're trying to kill the
I'm trying to kill that 1 Harpy, which 2 Weapon Masters charging, there's a chance. And I like to take, for 2 models, I don't know. I don't think this was a smart play, but
Well, you also measured to keep both at martyrdom. So
yes, yeah.
No matter what, I'm tied up for 3 turns killing those stupid things because you have martyrdom.
Yeah, so
And I can't combine ranged into melee, so it's actually not a bad play. If you could,
he does up quite a bit. Vilman and one paladin do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, your devout was out by we're talking a 16th.
Yeah, I think so. As 16th out of both of them. So
yeah.
Just this is kind of risky because Vilman. I only have 2 shield guards, and Vilman's the only other shield guard. But he does a mess of damage being the leader of the Paladins. I think he's the leader of Paladins. I'm not totally sure. But he's PAL 14, Weapon Master, Speed 6 with Crusader's Call. He's like 12 inches threat. Which is... 12 inches is like common stuff out of all this list.
And it's pretty good threat.
And it's pretty good threat. And he hits like a beast. And he has 8 boxes, not 5 anymore.
Yeah, I thought I had you on that.
Yeah, so we're talking about this. I think we were
discussing Def Arm.
Def Arm, yeah.
So at Arm 17, you're 3 dice. You do about 11 points on the charge with Hillman. This is where you decide you're just going to jam.
I'm trying to jam a little bit. I don't know.
I think you overcommitted, but then again, I totally forgot your mini feat is models killed the previous turn. So you don't care if it killed 12 models.
Nope.
And then you surround and actually protect the UA pretty well.
And the UA is within martyrdom.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I totally forgot that was how. Yeah. So I'm like, well, I don't know why he's jamming so many dudes. And then you're like, ah ha ha ha, you're dumb, Corey.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I was just going to jam. You know what? It's really. I'm trying to play you on clock. That's all I'm doing. I don't know. I feel this doesn't have a whole lot of oomph. It's pretty good. It's got quite a bit, but it's hilarious to make things not die, especially Kiki Monks. People don't like that. Yeah, so I cast Crusader's Call. Oh, I use the Hierophant to give Harvey Exaltation. Harvey Exaltation. So she's back up to full. Oh, I gave, at the beginning of the round, I gave the Devout 2, thinking maybe he can get in. I cast Crusader's Call because it gives me any model within my control range, which is 20. Get +2 movement on the charge. Yeah, and me just making sure that I can put him where I want him, which is to kill that guy. Try and kill that guy. And he sits there for the rest of the
Your dice off 3, so you're on average 11 points. If you hit the right system, you cripple something.
He's also mat 9.
He's mat 9, so you're going to hit, but it's a matter of what column you hit.
Yeah.
I think you unfortunately hit the 4 column, so you only did 10 damage, so you rolled a 13 on dice, which is 1 off average, which is good. But you hit the 10 column, which means you crippled nothing.
And I don't think this paladin does anything. No, I double
you missed.
ones.
Yeah.
My double ones. Yeah. And then a mini feat. But they're within 12, and that's what I want. I want them within 12.
Yep, both paladins.
This is where we're deciding. I'm just making sure if I can try and get that Devout in. I can't, but I can do some weird stuff. I was trying to see if I can still do the reach. And then I was like, I can't reach him in any way, in any line, so I'll just move him in front of Harvey and give her spell barrier, which is pointless.
You did 9 damage on that shot.
9 damage?
It looks like it because you didn't cripple a system.
Yeah. This is where I mini feed the top ones back in. We discuss a rule that I thought there was like every other recursion.
We actually figured that out after. One of the viewers is actually nice enough to correct us. So,
I throw a bunch of bombs. It does actually quite a bit in this one too.
Yeah. No, I think this turn you miss a bunch, and then we go back and we realize that you would have actually hit those because you rolled just off.
Yes.
So we go back and realize you could have aimed because we thought you had to sack mover action when you come back with your recursion, and you don't. So you would have actually been able to aim with 3 of them.
Oh, I'm moving them outside of feet because
you're in Ossyan's feet, yeah.
Because zealots with 1 less dice damage is just.
Yeah. So you end up missing a bunch, and then we realized after that you would have actually hit with 2 of these.
Yeah.
So I went back and removed 2 models for the hit.
I think it's the front 2 right beside
The 2 in the forest.
2 in the forest. These zealots stick around for a long time. 6 can hit. I'm at 5. Oh,
but 6 would have because you're at 7.
Yeah, I'm at 7. 1 of the 1 and blast damage. They were under Iron Zeal, so I can't do damage.
Well, I feed it so the blast damage does absolutely nothing to me.
Yeah, because it's 8. Because fervor and dice minus a ton. I think I kill 1 or 2 after you pull them away, but they're where they're supposed to be.
Dave does correct us and tell us that he after double checking the feet. So you end up killing 1 or 2 near the top, which triggers the vengeance, and then we go back and I remove the 2 more you would have hit.
Crusaders are fodder.
They're both pretty mangled at this point. Also,
those 2 Crusaders pretty much took all the shots the entire game.
Then you see me remove the extra dudes you would have killed.
They did a pretty good job at taking every shot that you shot at me.
The
entire game.
They ate 2 harpies for the entire game and the Invictors.
Yeah. And the book being super annoying because the book is hilarious. No knockdown really stops a lot of knockdown things. And then the one taking only 1 damage, you have to put quite a bit into them.
Yeah, and you're def 18 with it now or 16 with it now. I don't want to shoot it. Especially in awe.
And it's Kicky Monk just doing its Kicky Monk things. Moving over, getting away from those other guys. Cause they
I actually thought here you could have stepped into me, but then I realized your plan was to more eat my time versus actually make attacks yourself.
Yeah.
It's tough to see, but we're probably pretty close on time right now. I think I might have a lead, but it's because you went first.
Yeah. That rack in the middle, I never used once through the entire game. Cause
I think it was good to keep, though, just in case you went for that assassination.
I'm a very good player.
It kept me honest in the assassination.
Yeah. Because Harvey would I scored 1 this time.
That is correct. You killed off the your paladin killed off the sentinel on the bottom.
Because of jank.
So I have Vengeance, which I found out eats up just an absolute ton of time. Like, way too much.
I have 5 models. You have
2 units.
2
and
units.
A solo and a jack. And that's if the jack doesn't use the other bonuses for jack marshalling.
Yeah.
I also just should have attacked zealots. I should have killed 2. I just kept forgetting that I can actually put Shatterstorm on them as a melee attack, an RFP melee attacks. Else I would have just kept swapping Shatterstorm.
But yeah, this is the second time we played this.
Yep.
But I would have purified it anyways my turn, I think.
Well, it's just anyone I attack on my turn, I RFP.
Yeah.
So you would have get the Vengeance models back from here, but you wouldn't have got anything beyond that, which I could have put more force. I don't think I do enough work, though, because I'm really... That monk is... the paladin on the bottom is a problem.
Okay, so he survives quite a bit. Yeah. Zealot's going to plus 16 armor, or plus 4 armor is a thing, too. I mean, not against Weapon Masters, but...
I failed to break armor twice.
Failed to break armor twice.
With Weapon Masters at pot 12.
But... the bottom one hasn't used their feat yet, so... this round I was going to bring back 4. But I'm getting...
So I move up, and now I just have to start killing the top zone. I do some good work. I think I kill 4 of them. I put a bunch of damage into Vilman. Or not Vilman, sorry, the Paladin.
Yeah.
Which I think was super important. I run an engage. My intent with the top zone is I'm just going to take it in my 5 and score for 2 turns. I don't think he has any oomph. As long as I can kill both jacks. Eris is still unengaged, so she's in pretty good shape. I think that I make a few flaws that I'll try not to repeat later. Like Ossyan shoots your jack again, just drops your speed again. I think I shoot the mangled one.
Yes, he only had 4 boxes, I think.
Yeah, I think I put way too much work into shooting something that was already crippled.
And they were all movement.
I think I remember Future Sight like 4 times and forget it 8 times.
No, I don't think you missed Future Sight at all this time. But we kept having people coming in and saying, "Hey, remember Future Sight?" So
the victors move up, and I just do. So what I do is I shoot someone out of all combined with someone in. I think I do a 3-man, a 3-man, and a 4-man on your jack. I roll poor to start, but then I come back and roll fine. I do a bit of damage on it, which is, again, I'm just trying to plink away.
I think the first two only do 1 damage.
Yeah, they do nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, because there's the bigger shot did nothing. It's fine, I still have harpies. First sharp moves in on the paladin.
Well, you killed a zealot up there and things went down, and I forgot about it. We get hand of vengeance. And vengeance on everything.
So I take attacks. I think someone reminds me I have Future Sight now.
And this is where Harvey takes a bunch of damage.
Yeah,
but,
I can take 3 and 3 and 3 for the first ones, and then it comes back.
But
I also hard rolled every hit and hit on 3 of 4 attacks, which came in handy. I then activate the harpies and shoot the already crippled jack. I move the second one up. I think
who destroys that?
I don't think I killed this turn. Oh, no.
Destroy one of them this turn, because it only has like 4 boxes left. I think this harpy destroys that first one.
Nope. I think I leave them both this turn. You've got no cortex in your -2 speed.
That's right.
On the top one, so I opt to ignore it. Ares backs up to just outside of all.
And shoots the other one.
And shoots the other one to disrupt it.
Who doesn't have any arms.
Oh, this is the webmasters at the bottom. So I managed to get 1 charge on your horse.
Yeah.
I think I failed to dismount you, and I managed to dismount you on like the last attack.
Yeah, because he's still kicking around there.
Yep. So I managed to kill you with literally the last of 4 attacks. 1 charge and 3 non-charge. And you only had 1 box left to begin with before dismounting. Then I get into the zealots. I do some work, but not much. Completely forgetting that you're going to mini feat, because that's like a thing. That's where Eris backs up. Eris backs up, and that ends my turn. I score nothing. Score stays 1-1. Or 1-0 for you.
I'm getting pretty low on time here. But I want to do some work up top, because...
Yeah, I think you're under...
I should have looked at my clock, and I should have just engaged, I think, and didn't.
I think you're under 5 minutes, and I'm just over 6.
Yeah, either that or you're 7 and I'm at 6, somewhere in there. We're pretty close. Those guys at the top do quite a bit of work. I'm thinking too much, I think, here.
I think you were talking about the assassination. We did the odds. I think you leave me on... Averages you 10 points of damage. You need to spike by 6 to kill me.
Yeah.
Because you only got 2 shots at me.
Yeah, I think this is where we're talking about it. Alright, then I just go don't, and then I do the vengeance, kill a guy, I believe. I heal. Oh no, I go full. I don't allocate to anything.
Yeah, your jacks can't take any anyways. Cortexes are out.
1 jack can. 1 devout still alive. Devout doesn't have any damage on it. Yeah, this is where I do the top zealots and
roll relatively well.
Relatively well.
So I have a UA with 5 boxes. I have. We're just rolling the blast damage.
3 with blast damage.
Yeah, so I lose 3 to blast damage, and you fail to hurt your own dude.
Yes.
Because armor 16 is better than my armor 17.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. And then you roll the hit. And
this is the UA, right?
Yeah, this is the UA.
Yeah, he just sits back there and goes, I think I need this. Oh, a couple of them sat to aim.
And you freed up the 2 on the top.
Oh, yeah, I freed up the top.
By blast damage killing the 3 and they were engaged with. So you end up killing off the unit, shy of the grand total of the 2 dudes fighting the paladins.
The last one at the very bottom kills the guy in the middle.
Yep. Yeah, so you only killed...
I was...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You only killed 6 with bombs, with zealots.
Yeah.
Of which 3 were in the woods.
Yeah.
And 3 were off blast damage engaged in melee.
Yeah.
Seemed like a good turn of rolling.
Yeah. This is just me stuffing Crusaders. Because they can't run, they can't do anything. So.
We also realize you don't get Righteous Vengeance off damage.
Yes.
Otherwise my Harpy would be really mangled right now.
The top one's still going because that zealot died right behind me. Oh, and I passed my clock.
Yep.
Because I have 36 seconds left.
22.
22.
So you play super fast and you don't get to mini feet in the bottom, and Harvey really doesn't do anything with her activation. I think I burn you down to about 3 points in damage by killing that paladin.
Yes.
But all I have left at that point to activate is 2 harpies that can't draw a direct line of sight to you. So we need 12s to hit. My caster would have to walk towards you, and would need a 18. I'd be rat 4 because of awe, so I'd need a 14 on dice to hit.
And I would shield guard that.
And you'd shield guard it because it's -2 defense. And then I have like harpies that would have to spike to hit, and you're locked in place and can't be pushed. So instead I opt to just clear the zone. I use the 2 vengeances, or the 2 paladins, or the 2 invictus. Holy, words hard. I use the 2 sentinels that were in the zone to clear out some. I use my righteous vengeance dude and my jack marshal jack to clear the rest out. I think I leave you on 2 zealots in that unit, and I have a unit in the top zone. I decide I need to switch to just playing clock, but I need to get some work done, so you can't just pass back to me. At this point, I know I need to kill at least the jacks or disrupt them, so I use the 2 harpies to the invictus to kill the first, or the 2 harpies to kill the first jack, and I think they kill the second one also.
Yeah, both of them die. I lose both jacks this turn.
So again, the Thunderbolt being optional is brutal. My feat's not in play. I just pushed it there because I like having it. I think I deserve a second feat some games. So I don't know what to do with the invictors. Like I got to pump like 2 combines at your caster. I get rerolls, but I can't not be in awe.
You trying to kill the book?
Yep. Which I forgot was in the trench.
Which is in
Otherwise I would have pushed it with my jack. But I'm a horrible player.
Goes to 4.
So I take my first 3 throws, thinking I'm hitting the book, and I miss because you go to death 16, and I'm all the way down to rat 4. So like I need a really good roll to hit you. Like I think it's 12s.
Because you're doing a bunch of 2-mans.
Yep. And I had thought about going for the assassination, and then the math doesn't work out. Like the wall just gives you way too much bonus, and I played Eris way too tentative. So just to get the routine in, I go for what I would do in an actual game, and I move Eris up aggressively for the next turn to just go after your caster. Because again, if she doesn't have the wall bonus, you go to death 16 because of awe. I only need a 7 to hit you.
Can I charge with the book? I should be able to charge with the book.
Nope, it has no melee weapon.
So I can't charge with it.
Can't charge. Need a melee weapon to charge. So I move and make some attacks with sentinels.
Oh, this leaves like 2 on 1, I think.
Yeah, I think I'll leave you a couple. But again,
this is though all the ones that are dying right now on that bottom are going to come back.
Yep. So I think I shot the book and did like a point. No, I shot I did one of the zealots.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm rolling dice here. I think it's the end of the game.
Correct. I think you did your Vilman move and then clocked out.
Yeah, clocked out. Because I only had like 22 seconds or something.
Yep.
It was a very good game. I was super entertained.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Really good.
I think at this point the game is like 2 more turns and I'm just slowly going to manage to grind that top zone and hide my caster.
You're at 59 seconds as well.
Yeah.
I tried to clock you. That's pretty much where I was going because I was starting to lose on attrition quite a bit.
Yeah, the vengeance was not helpful for my clock.
No.
I think game state wise is fine, but like having to activate 2 units and then restart my turn and activate 2 more units, it draws a ton of time. And I made a ton of vengeance attacks.
I mean, we didn't flip clocks for me to roll dice, but I was pretty fast about it. I don't know. But I've played this list 3 times.
In hindsight, my mistakes this game, I think I was too tentative on the first turn. I think I needed to be a little more aggressive to try and draw some baiting out. I think I played Eris poorly. I really think I need to be way more aggressive with Eris and not hold her back. You don't have a ton of range, and as long as she's threatening your caster, then you've got to use the shield guards. And I could have done the same with my caster. Sitting behind the wall was probably not the right call. I don't think you come out to kill me.
I don't think there's any other place Harvey should be. For me personally.
Yep.
I should have brought that bot. I think I should have brought the paladins inwards instead of all the way.
The paladins up the middle with the monks.
Yeah.
And then more time you'll play faster.
Yeah, I mean,
so
order of activations, all that kind of stuff. I mean, like I said,
and a ton of vengeance.
I've played this list 3 times now, and I play once a month. So if I had a bunch of games, I think I'll get a lot better.